Nightmare Real, and you're watching Mission Boxing Today on YouTube.
Heavyweight boxing fans, what's the deal? So, we have some bad news here. Really not surprised at it by any means, by any stretch, but Andre Wawrzyk, he fails a PED test. This is according to Boxing Scene. I'll leave the link in the description box. You can click it, read it, and come to your own surmise. But they informed Lou DiBella that Wawrzyk has failed the PED test with some undisclosed PED that he took. And pretty much they're not going to cancel the card. They're just looking for another opponent. All right. So I would say let's just stay in the WBC rankings and let's fight number 10, Gerald Washington. Now, some of you say, is he going to be ready? He's probably not ready. Probably doesn't want to fight. I did an interview with Gerald Washington. You can go on my playlist and look at fighter interviews, and you'll see the interviews in there with Gerald Washington. And he thought initially that he was going to get the fight with Wilder February 25th. And I asked him, would he have been ready February 25th? And he said yes. This when Wawrzyk had the fight before he failed his test. And Washington also said if anything goes wrong, if this Wawrzyk guy gets hurt, sprains his ankle, gets bubble guts, fails a test, whatever happens, if he falls out the fight, I'm still available. So I think they should pick Gerald Washington. I know I did a video the other day because Antonio Tarver had came out and slipped up and said that he may fight Gerald Washington. He said it on a Boxing Voice video. So I'm sure if this opportunity, if they offered Washington a fight, I expect him to hold his word. He told me man to man that he would take the fight if anything went wrong with this opponent February 25th, and something has went wrong. So we'll see what Wilder and his team do, who they try to reach out to, who they try to select. I'm looking at the WBC rankings right now. Number 15, Andre Radinko. He just fought and beat Jason Bergman not too long ago. I think like a few weeks ago or last month or something. Number 14, David Price is getting ready to fight Christian Hammer. Number 13, Gerald Miller. Eddie Hearn wants him and Luis Ortiz in a showdown, possibly here in the U.S. to headline their own card. So that's still, I guess they're still talking about that. But this is a title shot. So I'm curious to see who Wilder and his team will reach out to. Number 12, Andre Wawrzyk, however you pronounce it. Number 11, Marius Wach. Last I heard of Wach, he was set to fight Ajit Kabayel for that EBU title, and then he decided not to, and Kabayel is fighting Herve Hubo for that title now. Okay, let's move up the rankings. Number 10, Gerald Washington. He's right there. Number 9, Dillian White. Number 8, Carlos Takam. Takam was getting ready to fight Johan Duhaupas before Duhaupas took that fight with Povetkin, and they were going to fight for that WBC silver title. So curious to see what's going to happen with that. Number 7, Arthur Spilka. Wilder's already beat him. He beat him at the top of last year. He beat him last year already, so a rematch, nobody really wants to see that right now. Andrew Ruiz Jr. is number 6. Number 5, Johan Duhaupas just lost to Povetkin. Ruiz lost last month, too, against Parker. And then you got number 4, Kubrat Pulev. He is the IBF mandatory, so he's sitting back, chilling in the cut, waiting for the winner out of Joshua versus Klitschko. And then number 3, you got Luis Ortiz. Number 2, you got Berman Stavern. We all know what happened with him and Povetkin, who was number 1 by the WBC. The fight that didn't happen last month in December. So curious to see who he's going to pick. I think Gerald Washington is a perfect opponent for this situation right now. The guy said that if anything goes wrong, he will be ready. He said this out of his own mouth. So we'll see what Wilder and his team's going to do. Hopefully, I would want it to be Washington. I guess we'll see, man. I can sit here and speculate and throw out who I want, all I want. You know what I mean? But doesn't mean it's going to happen. So we'll see what Deontay Wilder's going to do, who he's going to select. I'm glad they're not scrapping his card because there's some good heavyweight fights on there that I want to see. Brazil versus the undefeated Iju Aganu. And then you had Travis Kaufman and Amir Mansour fighting each other. So definitely want this card to stay together, man. But we'll see who Wilder and his team's going to pick. You guys let me know what you think in the comments section. Are you surprised by this? I'm not surprised at all, man. Doesn't surprise me at all that another guy's got popped for PEDs. But let me know what you think in the comment section. I'm out.